All right, we live. Welcome to Caribbean Culture and Lifestyle. What's going on tonight, guys? What's going on? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy Friday to everyone. Hope you guys had a blessed and wonderful week. All right. This is busy time, so you just gotta do what you gotta do and as much as you can. But man, it's been a busy time. But at the end of the day, life goes on and you just got to do what you got to do and make things happen. But this is real busy time, man. Garden season, other things to get done. So you're just doing your thing. But shout out to everyone. Shout out to all the hardworking people. Shout out to all the single parents, whether it's a man or whether it's a woman, shout out to you. Shout out to all the doctors, shout out to all the bus drivers, shout out to all the farmers. Man, shout out to all everybody. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do, man, just do what you can and the best you can. And try to hold it, keep it tight, and just do what you gotta do because as we know, man, life is changing. Life is changing everywhere, even in the Caribbean island. Every part of the world, life is changing. I'm even seeing there's floods everywhere. You know what I'm saying? All different areas, there's floods, people, fire. I mean, what is actually going on? But man, I was so busy, I didn't even choose a topic tonight. But I'm just gonna go with the flow tonight. As you know, this is what we call Caribbean culture and lifestyle. Caribbean culture and lifestyle is a place where we come every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have conversation about different islands. We have about the culture. There's a lot of islands out there that's never been highlighted. Last week's show, we did a live where we was showing different islands, many different islands. Some of them, a couple of them, I never even heard of them before. So I'm sure there's people out there who did not hear about many. Some people only know about the Bahamas and like Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? That's the islands a lot of people know about. But when you talk about Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts, all these beautiful islands out there that people actually don't know about. And the thing about it, man, you could actually, for the people who want to go on vacation, you could actually take a vacation and go and travel from one island to the next within that vacation. So what they call it island hopping. Island hopping is where you go on a vacation and you could go to different islands. Then you could go to these islands and there's sister islands. Some of them have sister islands. Some of them have lots of little islands around them that connect to them, but just the water separate them. You could even use hire one of them speedboat. There are people walking taxi underwater that can take you to these small islands where you see beautiful beaches, white sand, Blue Waters, the culture of the people, the lifestyle, the food. Awesome. So I'm just saying, if for the people who actually trying to go out there and on vacation and want to know places, do some research. There's a lot more island than you would dream of. You see what I'm saying? Also, here we try to highlight them from time to time. So, yes, Caribbean culture and lifestyle is a place where we come hang out and we just have a good time. We have our laughter. Then we have our time when we just share the information. Then we have the time when we just talk more about the culture. So I did not come up with any topic tonight. So I'm going to talk about different things tonight. Okay, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with the skills. The skills a lot of people survive from in way back. The skill a lot of people survive from way back. Now, in the earlier time, way before my time, well, way back ancestors, you know how it goes. Many of them, everything get easy now. Everything get way easier now because I remember when, even in my time, I remember when they used to have this long saw and two guys walking the saw and they busting down these big logs and they just going and they're just doing their thing without any complaint. They just know I got to get this done. But these people were so skillful because at the end of the day, they got to make sure these wood cut straight. You see what I'm saying? Because they are like Tode. In Tode wall, you have machine that you could just line it up and the machine split it for you into the wall. But in them time, people was up and down and cut beautiful, straight cut. So these people was actually skillful, not a machine doing their job. It was them actually skillful. These carpenter, very skillful. Now we have everything. Now we have saw, we have machine, we have power saw, we have machine. All they got to do is set the measurement and push it, and the machine bust it down. This is where we are now. But in them time, people actually used to bust down these logs with a saw. And I'm sure it's not just in the Caribbean. I'm sure it's everywhere. I'm sure it's everywhere. That's how it used to be in times gone by. So we actually see how skillful the carpenter was, right? Then we move on a little to the mason. Most of the time, most of the time, the thing about it is carpentry and mason is almost the same. If- because it all deal with measurements. At the end of the day, they all deal with measurements. You see what I'm saying? So now you might got to do cuts to create the measurement that of what you're trying to build with the saw as a carpenter. Now with the mason, you will still got to create cuts, and depends on what you're doing. Just like carpentry, where you got to be very skillful in your cuts, in the angles. It's the same with mason. Sometimes you got to make a circle with a wall, like a circle, and you got to figure out how to make that cut. These cuts to build, cut, build to make that perfect circle. And these guys, what I'm saying is, these guys has no tool to help them. They have zero tool to help them. But guess what? They did it. And look the kind of work they used to do without tools. They use what they had. But guess what? They make it work. Compared to today, if we don't get the right tool, it's like we can't do the work. So Mason was an amazing skill as well, because I'm going to tell you, sometimes you got to know how to, when you run the blocks and you create the space for the windows, you got to know how to build, they call it the lintel. You got to know how to box that up, put the steel across from one end to the next, tie the steel, box it in, and then pour the concrete. So now you have the frame of the window. So, and many of them time these people didn't have tape measure, but they did what they have to do. Very skillful. And like I'm saying, I'm sure it's not just the island. I'm sure it's many different places surviving these farms. But I'm just drawing out how skillful these people were without the tools we have today. Now we move on to the plumber. Well, plumbing wasn't in like that in them time. Plumbing come in, you know, basically later time. But so I wouldn't elaborate on plumbing too much. But plumbing is the next trade that you have to know how to make measurement and to know how to make your turn, know which fittings you got to use, whether you got to use the elbow, whether you got to use the coupling, whether you got to use the 45. You see what I'm saying? You got to know, because you got to know where you got to make this turn. So all this trade I'm telling you about today, you actually need tape measure. But these people had no tape measure in them time, but they did what they had to do. Right? Then we come to the farmers. When come to the farmers understand many things, like the indigenous people. More they actually, how they start farming, they actually watch nature and how nature operates. They watch the ecosystem, how nature operates, how everything works in hand and everything feeds itself. You know what I'm saying? Everything feeds itself. Now we have the trees that feed themselves. How the tree feed themselves? The tree feed themselves by dropping leaves, dropping every fall, they drop all the leaf, and they drop limbs from time to time. Then these leaf becomes rotten, decompose, and become food for the plant. Now we have the rain, the water. When the water come, the water beat the soil, wet the root of the plant, and also helps break down the leaf to become food for the plant. You never see, they understand that they never saw anybody going inside there feeding the plant with anything. What they saw the plant, nature feed everything for itself. It feed the plant, it feed the animal, and look how it works. When it feed the plants come and feed the animal, and then the plants come and also feed us. You see? So then when we throw away stuff, it get back into the soil. This is why this is why in them times people actually like the food that they eat, the pickings, like the we call it pickings. Like you peel a potato, you peel a yam, you peel a carrot, whatever you peel, you use that. If you don't have the animal to feed it to, you could use that back in your compost. You see? But these people understand that if they watch how nature operates and see how nature operates, they realize they could use the same method in their garden, the plants that they're taking care of, and able to receive, they're able to receive the nutrients, and everything, and able to produce healthy food. So they actually watch nature and how nature operate. And now, into the wall, people stray away from how nature operates. People looking for faster production. So people come up with ways of creating product to boost it and make it able to shoot up faster. You see what I'm saying? But in them time, that doesn't mean they wasn't shooting up fast. Because you could be using natural and still they shoot up fast. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is watching nature and how nature operates. Go just take a walk through the bushes, the jungle, the trees. Take a walk. Don't be scared. Just take a walk. And when you take a walk, you will see for yourself how nature operates in there. When you go, you're gonna see rotten, you're gonna see leaves start decomposing, you're gonna see the limbs on the ground start decomposing, and that's what's feed the plant. Then nature, the rain, yes, that's how they learn how to do farm. Fishermen now. Let's talk about the fishermen. I don't know much about the older time with the fishermen and how they operate. But I know in my time, how they operate in my time was creating this, like for instance, many people go on the rocks. Many people go on the rocks, and what they do, they fishing. They have the line and the hook and they have the bait, and they will sit down on the rock and they will toss the nylon. They used to use nylon. Toss it in the ocean and they just sit down on the rock. And anything bite, they pull it up and this is how a lot of people used to do fishing, right? Then they also had where they used to have someone rushing out in the water with a diving glass. And that person just diving, just circling the area. And once they see a school of fish come in, you see they put up their hand like that and they go out and they show basically there's a boat just there waiting. The boat is loaded with men and it's also loaded with a seine. We call it a seine. The seine is where you go around. So when the guy do this, he will go out and he will show you where you need to come and through the seine. He giving you direction. And the men will go out with a net and just circle the area. Circle the area. You know what I'm saying? And throw the net. Then they have one end of rope on that side on the sun, and there's one side on the other side. So there's people on this side pulling, there's people on that side pulling. And they pull in. So the net now surround the fishes. You see, the net surround the fishes. So now they pull in, and then when they pull and it reach up on the shore, then you see what type of fish and how much fish they catch. That's an amazing skill. I'm telling you right now. That's an amazing skill. It's the way how they work together. Is the togetherness. You see what I'm saying? Is the togetherness. Is the way how they all come together. The way how they all walk hand in hand. And then you might be on the show and you decide, let me help them pull it in. And by you help them pull it in, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a few fish. So you got a few fish now to go home and cook for your family. That's how it used to be. Beautiful time. Beautiful time. So I gave you carpentry, I give you mason, I give you fishermen, I give you farmers. So that's four ways, four type of way these people used to survive and happy as hell. You understand? Now let's talk about building house. How people used to get their house built in them time. What people used to do in them time to able to build your house. Yes, this is a good one. No, in them time, well, in my time, and I'm sure it was like, because it's always barter system. You know what I'm saying? In them time, it's barter system. You're dealing with barter system. So now you want to build a home. You want to build a home. What all you got to do, and that was so amazing. That was so amazing. Because no, you want to build a house. They got it some said, what's up? Thank you for being here. Yes. So this was really amazing. This was really amazing because I see many people own their house in these forms, many pieces. And how it used to be, right? You want to build a house, all you got to do is buy the material. You buy the material, like, and you ain't got to buy all the material one time. You buy material from time. You have some sand, you have some cement, you have some brick, and you say, all right, let's start this thing. All you had was to do, and that was so beautiful, man. All you had was to do is get food and drinks. Food and drinks, and these people will come up on every Sunday and help you. All you had was to do is food and drinks. And people will actually get up every Sunday morning early to come and give you a hand. That was so beautiful. It's like barter system. And you know what I'm saying? So now, if one of these, and it used to go all around. Any person need work done. All they got to do, no, them time people not dealing with money, cash. People not really dealing with money like that. Not to say the money wasn't exist, it was there, but people was more looking at exchange. I help you today, maybe you can help me do something else tomorrow. And that way of living was awesome because I see people strive wonderful like that. The community was amazing. Everyone was mostly together, and in the villages, everyone was like family. It was like a family thing. It was like we all a family. Everyone looks out for each other. If you home and you go in and cook and you realize you ain't got no salt, you could go over by your neighbor send your child over by your neighbor and ask your neighbor if she could give you a little salt. And of course, the neighbor gonna send some salt for you if you don't have. Then there might become another time when the neighbor might need some sugar now, and the neighbor send over to you and ask you. And honestly, them time was amazing time. I know we're living in different times now, and it's even getting worse now because everybody is mostly for the self now. You see? So it's getting worse now. But in them time, it was so amazing to see the unity, to see the come togetherness. You know what I'm saying? But we stray away from that so far. I think life was better in them form. I mean, I think life was better because no one was hungry, because everyone was doing something. It's either they have the fisherman, they have the farmer, they have the plumbers, they have the carpenters, they have the mason. So okay, so if I need a plumber, I know who to go and call. If someone need my help, that was listen to me, that was so amazing. That was so amazing. I love that. I truly love that. But that was in the older time. That was the culture. And I'm going to tell you this, almost every island was like that. And I'm sure it's not just island. I'm sure it's many different parts of the world was like that. But then money come and replace barter system. And because money replace it, it has made it on another level now. Now people actually you guys know what I'm talking about, man. Money. You know what I'm saying? Hey boy Blue, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here, man. Yes. So money, the barter system was working perfect to me. But since money take over, everything just changed, everything went left. Everything just went left. But I used to enjoy them time. I used to enjoy just living so simple. Yes, just living so simple. You know what I'm saying? I used to enjoy just living so simple. You know what I mean? You come out the road, you play with your friends, you just have a good time and you ain't worrying about anything. You go back home, you you could have walked any hour of the night with without scared of people. Nobody wasn't troubling anyone. People was actually living in more unity in them time. Yes, a few things might happen, but not like that. Once in a blue moon. Is over the years things start changing where the violence has increased. But before that, it was more on a peaceful manner. And in them times, the only how, the earlier time, people was only dying from natural cause. Not, you know what I mean? I'm talking about my time and little before my time. Because I know way back things used to happen different. So I can't talk for that. I'm basically talking in my time and like when my parents and grandparents tell me. But it was so different. The joy, the peace, the smile, everybody able to sit down and laugh with each other. Just laugh, 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 and laughing is so wonderful. You cook, you sit down outside, you cook, and you would fire. Even the smoke might burn your eye a little, but that was no problem for you. it was so peaceful and joyful that, man, I'm telling you, man. If Johnny, what's going on? Le- I'm just here tonight. I really didn't choose a topic. Listen, me, I'm so busy. I really didn't choose a topic, but I just come and just, these days is some real busy time. We also, yes, 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 yes. Yes, we were, the feelings of just getting up in the morning, we were so free. That's so true, boy blue. Just getting up in the morning and walk outside free. Ain't gotta worry about a thing. Man, listen to me. That was some beautiful time. That was some beautiful time. Yes, I was talking about the the skill that people used to actually survive from in the earlier time. No worry, topic or no topic, we go to dive definitely. I really didn't plan anything, no topic, but I mean, there's so much to talk about still when come on the lifestyle. It's so much. When come on the food and the lifestyle, is so much to talk about. Yeah, so basically, I was talking about the skill that people actually used to use to survive like the carpentry, the mason, the fisherman, the farmers. And I also was talking about the the saw, the tool they used to use to cut down them big logs. You know the saw they used to use and cut, and they used to cut them so straight without a problem. Without, like today, we could just put a machine, put the measure, and the machine split it down straight like an arrow. But these people didn't have no machine, but they used to, at the end of the day, they did it so well. Skill, you know what I mean? Actually using. So when I look back at that, you see how people talented and skillful. But we losing that. We losing that slowly. We really losing that. But it's one thing. Once, and this is facts right here. This is facts right here. Those were some really great manual skill man. Definitely. Definitely. My grandfather had it too. That's the same. That's the same sir I'm talking about. The same sir. That's the same sir. Pull and push. Same sir. But look how they was making them cut so straight, right? Because they busting down the tree and the logs. And look how they used to make them straight. Beautiful. But one thing I know for a fact, once you learn these skills, they always remain. Even though you might stay away from them for a little, it's always there. It doesn't matter. All it takes for you to pick back up your tape measure. Say, for instance, you into it for a little while. All it takes for you to take up your tape measure, and it's all come back to you, man. It's all come back to you. So these skills is so amazing. Just look at the buildings, the old buildings, how they build them, how these guys build them. And they didn't have what they have today. But look at the design. Sometimes when I look at the design, them I just say, damn, these guys was great. You know what I mean? Sometimes I said they sure they didn't have special tools for these things. The design of some of these building and how they create them, and how then you have the stone man that could take a chisel. The stone man could take a chisel and create a face, create a, oh man, these were some beautiful days. So at the end of the day, I'm sure it's not just the islands. I'm sure there's many parts of the world having the same culture. But highlighting the culture and many of these small islands is an amazing thing. And Fifi, I was watching the fish video today again. They I was walking and I was just, I had was to watch the fish video again. You check what I'm saying? The size of the size of fish, and you know what? I don't know, but the up these listen me, these videos is upliftment for, and the good thing about it too is you catch it. You know what I'm saying? You catch it yourself so they can't say, oh, you get help. You catch it and show so women could look up and say, wow, I can do that too. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful, I ain't gonna lie, it's a very interesting video. And this ties in with the islands because that's the same thing people used to do in the island. Go out fishing, and then there's people who actually used to go out with their diving glass. There's people who stand on the rock. There's people who go out who have seen in many different parts of the island. People, and you know what? These people so great. These people so great. The saying that these people used to knit for catch the fish. The saying that these people used to knit, like they knit the saying, and they will sit down and knit. Listen, these people is talented. I'm telling you, natural born talent that create, that sit down and knit a seine, long seine, 100 feet, 50 feet to catch their fish. Watch an amazing talent. My goodness. Yes, that was a big one. Absolutely. I hope I can inspire more women because if I, yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. When women see that, that should be, uh, damn, that should be uh, a drive. You know what I'm saying? Because many people living in areas where they could actually go and do fishing. Many people live in areas where they could actually go and do fishing, but they don't know how. They don't know how to even put the nylon. They don't know how to set up the nylon. They don't. You understand? So these things could really inspire people. And man, that fish is something, man. Man, I really enjoy Fifi fishing. Yes, I was watching the video today again. Beautiful, lovely video, man, for real. Yes, I wish I learned how to make a fish in it. Yeah, I never, I never really pay attention to it. I never pay attention to it, but I see people sitting doing it. You know what I mean? Like they sit down on the beach and they're sitting and they're right there knitting this thing. But I sorry, I had the opportunity to learn, but I never pay attention because I young and I trying to swim, go out there and trying to do this, play cricket, do this. I should have really sit down because if I did, I would have an idea. Yep, way to go. Yes, 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 yes. My grandfather used to make fish net and build fish pot. Wish I have. Yes, that's it. That's a skill. I mean, something we take up, but I mean, we couldn't take up everything. We couldn't take up everything, but that's a skill we should have never make slip away. At least just knowing how to do it would be, yeah, for real. Because it's survival. I mean, it's survival. The head tastes, oh, with some potato, okra, tomato, green season from the, oh, I could imagine. I could imagine. You know what? I used to love, there's a certain fish. I can't remember the name of that fish. But there was a certain fish. The head was sweet. Listen to me, he had a juice in the head. That when you crush the head, you know what I mean? The juice, and then you bite up the bone, and I can't remember. I can't remember the fish. I got to ask someone. I don't know if it's Robin. I don't know if it's Robin or skipjack. I don't know, but that fish had a sweet head. I could imagine. Yes, I right. You was that's the thing too. You was very young, and it's just so much you could have take. At the time, it's like you was going at what interests you. You see what I'm saying? But I had the opportunity to learn how to knit these things, and I never pay attention. When you saw the bowl, yes, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There's some sweet fish out there, man. Sorry, guys. I was eating some raw okra, man. Listen, I know I was eating some raw okra. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Yes, guys. So fishing was one the what I did like about how they set up the fishing, right? Is how when we go down on morning, when we go like an early morning, sometimes when school close, we go down on the beach on an early morning. And them early morning, that's when they down there, and this is when the fish them coming in, and they circle the fish and they throw the net, and then you help pull, then you have some fresh fish to take home. But sometimes some of the guys was very greedy, man. Some of them you will help and you cannot touch a fish. You know, sometimes when you pull in the net, some of the fish beating, and a couple might flip out the net, and you trying to grab it. Some of them was very greedy when come on that. I eat raw okra today. Listen, me, I eat raw okra every day. I'm telling you, every day I eat raw okra. I love okra. I love okra. Really love okra. And before it was before I couldn't eat it raw before, but now it's become easy now. It's like become like normal now. Yes, so the fish, the way how they operate it was so amazing. And you see, this is what I'm saying. These skills never leave you. All you gotta do is pick up something that you used to use and it's right back. So to be able to do fishing as a kid growing up, it never leave you. So today, and you know the skill, you know the technique, you know what to do, you know when to look for them, you know, you basically have it done pack. You know what I mean? So that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. I hope more ladies can watch that video. I hope some ladies who have the ability to fishing and have water around them able to get to see that video, and maybe it might inspire them. I can drink aloe vera, so okra is yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. Wonder. I remember when my grandmother used to give us, you see, like if you fall, like you get a fall and you fall on your stomach, you fall wherever, the first thing she give you is a spoonful of aloe. And then she start it up right there. And you got to swallow that right in front she. And don't even think about trying to flip it on their tongue. It's not gonna work. You know what I mean? But aloe was a really funny tasting, but and it still do. But the more you do it, the more it become easier. The more you do it, the more it's become easier. So aloe, okra, even lettuce. When I was younger, lettuce, you know what? Lettuce them time was so bitter. You have the crunch and it was bitter. So lettuce is something I used to in them time I used to, I want some kind of dressing or some kind of other thing to go with it. Now everything become it's so easy for me to eat green raw stuff these days. So easy. Okay, you know what? Since I'm talking about skill, let me see if I can find a video that can. I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm trying to find a old one them old video. Yeah, man, skill is something, man. Natural skill, natural, able to do all these things without the right tools. And we know how using, not having the right tools, how the job becomes so difficult. Mm. I saw one today, but no, it's so hard for me to. Tropical, let me see what this be. And they had none with that. Oh man, are you serious? I'm trying to find one with the natural survival skill. Can't believe it's so hard to find one of them. Wow. Okay, skill. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Give me a second, please. Since I cannot find the one I'm really looking for, I might just show a video that's. I still think lettuce is easy, but I don't really like it because I don't have the. Okay, all right. It used when I was young, but now it's like 1 to 3. They don't want those information. You know what? You're right. You're right because it's like it's just hard to find them. I don't understand. I don't understand why. Why it's so difficult? Oh man, man, this is real crazy. This is real crazy. It must hunt. Okay, let me see if we can play a couple. Okay, guys. I guess I got to just pull a different video then. You know, you know what, guys? I'm gonna play a short video with woman farming in the Caribbean. Okay, Le- all that is the culture. You know what I'm saying? So let me just play a little video with woman farming in the Caribbean. And Fifi Johnny, you could put your link with the fish in the chat. You know what I mean? Okay, let's hear what they got to say. Hold on. We just play a little part of it.
12 years ago. And the reason why my husband fell ill. I get into farming at a very young age because around approximately 16, 17 years. Because that is where I had my first child.
I've been involved in farming for the last 30 years. I want to be independent.
I took on farming really after I left college in the community college in 2020. I did environmental science and geography to help boost my studies with the biodiversity and basically just helped me out with farming.
I am Joylyn Lampkin, and I'm the co-owner of Lampkin's Natural Farm, which is situated in the community of Rose Hall, North Leeward Coast, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
My name is Daphne Keto. I'm the president of the St. Vincent and Grenadines Network of Rural Women Producers.
My name is Nesta Bilinji. I am the vice president of the Network of Rural Women Producers.
My name is Melinda Robinson. I am 22 years of age. I'm an entrepreneur, but I mostly focus on farming, sustainability, and conservative methods.
This farm is a vegetable, fruits, herbs. It's a tropical food farm. So we have different income streams. We have 10 main crops that we make a livelihood from, namely guava, that's our number one crop. In our vegetable garden, we have popular cash crops such as mustard, these are cabbages, pak choy, carrots. This is peppermint. We have lettuce, chive, okra, eggplants, hot peppers, sweet peppers. We have at least 48 varieties of indigenous food crops. We basically have a lot of herbs, 30, 35 different types of herbs.
I do a lot of mixed farming. I do mixed farming because sometimes you try to stick to one thing and then things don't just work out.
We do mixed crop. We do crop rotation.
I don't use chemicals.
We are a zero chemical farm. We have a pest management program. We use natural remedies to control pests. We spray our plants with neem and garlic. And the other indigenous methods we use to control pests.
Biodiversity and the wildlife on my farm. I am building bird houses and bug houses to house different types of ladybugs, which are great pest control, and the birds, of course.
Some of the natural practices that I will use, I normally grow hot peppers. So whenever I plant cabbage, for instance, I when allow them to ripen, I soak them, and after soaking them for 2-3 days, I strain off the water and then I will apply that in the spray can and I'll spray the green so that it will. I use less herbicide.
You have to know what plant to plant with which vegetable to plant next to each other to avoid pests. In this pen, we normally house at least 300 rabbits. But since the volcanic eruption, we did not do much breeding of rabbits. So we have less than 50 right now. We use our rabbit manure because it's rich in nitrogen and it does a very wonderful work in our vegetable garden.
It's basically the horse manure, whatever leaves and different kitchen stuff, animal from the sheep manure and whatever we put together.
I usually do poultry farming, and whenever I clean my pen, I put them in the to rot. And after 3 months, I use these on the farm.
We also have bees for pollination. It is very critical that you must have.
I'm learning pest control.
Pollinators pollinate a food farm.
Farming SPG is great because of the climate. We have suitable rainfall for majority of the year, although we experiencing the dry season with an extended period right now in May.
We have terrible drought. We have to call it a drought. And I don't really have the capacity of the water harvesting.
We're self-sufficient in water. We have at least 40,000 gallons of stored capacity on the farm at this point in time.
I would love to have a well. You know,
A deep water.
yeah, a deep water well. The challenges is numerous.
We don't have a seed bank in SPG, so all the seeds we getting are imported.
Might be growing a crop, and then at the end, marketing might be a problem.
It's a lot of money building these simple stances with steel. When the government get in power, they had a initiative, like they were saying that you don't have to have any collateral, so you can get a loan. So I went to see if I could get the loan, and I was successful. From getting that loan, I start to do well great now in a business type of way.
This building here was made out of volcanic ash. We did not throw away the ash we scooped up from our farm. We may use the ash to make blocks, and we use this building to do pulping of fruits.
Workers is another problem. You can't get no worker at all to work in this type of weather especially.
I prefer a machinery system to be implemented, especially among the female farmers. Most of what we do, we depend on labor from other sources, and because we do not do mechanized farming, this would hinder us a lot.
I think we should have a lot of technologies because there's so much technology now that could clear land different from tractors and cutlass and hoe.
Here we have our solar panels. Because we're completely off the grid, we are integrating renewable energy technology on our small integrated farm. Any fruit that is unwanted or on the ground, we give to our rabbits and sheep. They take care of all our farm waste.
There is enough raw material in SVG to start a compost facility.
I think everybody should get involved in farming. People should grow what they eat.
Approximately 3,000 to 3,300 women farmers are heavily involved in production, livestock, as well as processing activities here in St. Vincent. This is one of the many women, me, my young self.
When you plant something from an infancy, from a plant, and you monitor the way it is being coming, you have a sense of satisfaction.
I love farming because when I plant we are vegetarians. We eat only fish occasionally. So we are very mindful of where we get our food source and supply. And when we plant our own food, we know what we're eating. Do you know in St. Vincent, the top three major diseases are cancer, hypertension, and diabetes.
Eating the organic food, you remain a bit healthier and you stay away from the doctors. If something could really come along to assist us, we will be greatly appreciative normally of that.
Man, that's inspiring. That's inspiring, man. Those videos look, you see what I'm saying? Looking pretty healthy, man. And what I like, yes, what I like, I got the honest truth, man. I got to reach out. I got to really reach out to some people and you know what I'm saying? Because I remember, hey James, what's up, man? I remember, I went on an interview one time with some people. It's Canada. They living in Canada. And I went on an interview with them about organic farming, organic gardening, and they connect to me by watching my videos. They saw my videos and reached out to me and tell me they would like me for like to do an interview with them. And yes, I went and I do an interview with them, and I even send, I even send a lot of seeds for that person. The thing is, what we was trying to do, we was trying to create something. We was trying to create something that where seeds, you know what I mean? Because people want seeds, and it's seeds expensive and it's hard to, but the person we was to connect to, it was so difficult to connect to them. So it's like that just went through the window. But I got to really reach out to somebody really serious, and maybe we could put something together. You know what I mean? And talk more about organic gardening. You see how these people talking about organic gardening, and they saying they're talking about staying away from the hospital. They're talking about the disease. How much disease? Three disease that rapidly down there. Three of them. So I mean, it's it's just sad that these information don't get nowhere. It's sad that when you do videos educating people about how they could grow food, they don't get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They don't get nowhere because that's not the information to get out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an organic gardener and I'm gonna just do what I'm doing. I mean, if it reach two people, it reach two people. If it reach five, it reach five. If it reach 10, it reach 10. I'm just still gonna do my organic garden. I'm not gonna switch to other things just for to get more people to watch my videos. I'm not doing that. I'm standing on one because I see the benefit for my own self. I see the benefit from my works. So for me to promote something I don't even know about, I don't think that's gonna be cool. So it's okay. I don't realize what's going on. The real information don't go No way. That's how it is, man. It's great that she in her early 20s. Yes, that's wonderful. And into farming. I wish it would come back all over the. I think I'm gonna try meet to get on to some people because they do have some organic farmers down there. So I think I might try to reach out to them and maybe we could walk on something. Try to keep it alive because it's it's disappearing. So try to keep it alive. Get more people involved. Get the young people involved. Teach them, educate them. They have everything there. They have everything there. You know, self-sufficiency and knowledge on how to garden. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with that. I agree with that. But that's what a pretty interesting video right there. Mm-mm. That's a good idea. Yes, I'm definitely gonna reach out to a few people. There, that same lady that you know see there, the one we had on the hut, her her brother is an organic farmer as well. And I try to reach out to her brother through someone else, but I didn't get no luck. You see, but because I think the information he have and I have, I think we can, and add more people to it. I think we could, we could do something that could run through the Caribbean island because or many different places, not just the island. Cause we all could add something. You know what I'm saying? We all have information to add to this thing. So I'm gonna keep reaching out. If I'm lucky, I'm lucky. If not, then it is what it is. But these information, man, people need to know these things. These things shouldn't be hiding. I mean, it's crazy. But it's a pretty interesting video, no joke about it. Pretty interesting video, they know. Keep trying until you thought, yep. Or maybe I might gotta go on a vacation. Maybe that's might be the easiest way so I can actually meet people. Yeah, but it's a very interesting thing to the culture remains and not melting away on a daily basis. The culture of survival, you know, the culture of how to survive, how to use what you have right there. People actually eliminating what they have right there and trying to get other stuff, trying to buy other stuff, and they have what it takes at their fingertip. So the culture always melting and disappearing, but at the same time, it's how people actually could survive. Oh, that will be a better to actually be. Yes, 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 yes. That I think that's the better way because I try and people tell you yes, and then when time come, they maybe they didn't even pay you no mind. But I might got to take a chip and really go and seek out these organic gardeners and really have some canvas. And you see the thing about it? The good thing about you see the that's why trust me. That's why I like how I do my channel because now I can actually go and present my portfolio with how I do things and you know what I mean? And That's how people take you serious. Not just go in with your water mouth and just baba in. You actually have the work in videos. You actually have the work on papers. You see what I'm saying? So that might be something good to look forward to. Everything is being imported, even all this. That's it. Could you imagine? I mean, don't get me wrong. If you trying to get other things, like things you don't have, I understand. Like you want to grow different type of peppers that you don't have. You might want to grow different type of okra that you don't have. I understand, but when come and growing food, there's no way you shouldn't have a seed bank. There's no way all this food, all these fruits, all these different type of vegetables, and no, everything is yes. That's not cool at all for to me. This is why I've been promoting about for the last 7 years. I'm on YouTube, and all I'm talking about safe seed, safe seed. Even sometimes people against you for say that, but I'm gonna still say it. It happening all throughout the Caribbean. Yeah, yeah, you're right. But it's sad though. It's sad. Is the source of food, how food come by. If, listen me, man. Everybody should have their their thing with seed. And which I try to walk with someone and that with some, but the person was too hard for getting in contact with. Because I was trying, we could have tried for get some different type of seeds. And by he get different type of seeds and grow a crop, no, he could able to share or whatever he decide to do with others. And you give up, so you not put, apply yourself for something like that. That's not cool at all, man. That's where the whole region should come together and actually create a seed bank. Definitely. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Come together. If one island can't do it, come together. Everybody able to come together and create a seed bank. Sad to hear that somebody saying you got to import everything. Sad. All right, guys. Let me see if I find another one that can. Give me 1 second, please. Let me see if we could find another one that can. Man, this is sad. All right, guys. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you guys for coming through. Hope this video could encourage someone. Thank you guys as always. Peace, love, and blessing to all.